tightening this down. I'll give you the notes later. We're going to hit the direct switch. That routes that channel direct to track 19. So at this point, we should see a level on audio 19. Y'all see it there? Okay, so if that's the case, we ought to be able to hear it coming back on big fader 19. Talk to us a little bit more there.
This is Kevin Bressler. This is an SM58. You can tell there's a little bit of a mid-range roll-off on this microphone. Can I hear myself?
I'm going to tell Kevin.
Don't time me out, dude.
Drop the dime on your ass. Okay, now you should begin to start hearing your voice, so keep talking.
Check microphone.
Yeah. I'm going to go, I'm setting external monitors on, okay? And I'm trying to stay focused here. It's fun, but this is also serious business, all right? Need more?
Check. That's good. That's good. I like that.
Okay, so I had to crank that all the way. And I haven't shown you how to do this yet either, but I'm going to throw a compressor limiter on this channel just as a little precaution for you guys out there monitoring this mic return. Okay? Okay, talk a little bit louder now.
Check microphone.
See?
Check 1, 2.
There's that compressor limiter. And I can do this without having to listen to them, actually. So there you go. There's a gain reduction being applied to that microphone. And that's in the monitor path. A lot more about that. Don't worry about it now.
What was it again? The compressor?
I'm only going to say one.
Oh.
We'll come back to that. That's what I'm putting in to make your experience a little bit more pleasant. Okay?
Hey, can you turn on talkback so I can hear what you're...
Hi. We're just talking crap about you behind your back. Just kidding. Okay, so one more thing. Golden rule, and I'll write this on the board. All Q sends must be pre-fader. Okay? And here's why. Any control room mix changes you make, you don't want the artist to hear that. Right? So all of your Q stereo sends, you find the pre button and you press them. Because this is deriving the signal before your mix fader. So any big fader moves you make here will not affect the level leaving the Q stereo send.
And with that rules, all Q sends are pre-fader?
Yeah, all Q sends for Q mixing are pre-fader, and I'm going to write that on the board. Okay, I'm going to go through the drill one time here real quick, and then let you guys do this for yourselves.
So I'm going to push
I think it might be wise to actually cue this up to just before where the drums and bass come in.
5
right?
minutes through.
And you can kind of see where they all kick in there. There you go. That's good. Yeah, right in there. Okay, go ahead and play the mix. Okay, no singing allowed. Okay, now here's how I want you guys to run this show for a while. Is whoever is playing the role of engineer back at the console doesn't do anything unless the artist asks for it. So basically what you're going to do here is say, all right, what would you like to hear? And then the artist is going to say, I'd like to hear some drums and bass. I'd like to hear some guitar. I'd like to hear some keyboard. I'd like to hear some vocals. How's that sound? That's pretty good, but I need a little more of this and a little less of that. I'd like something panned left or right. Okay? So that's all you guys are going to be dealing with in terms of cue mixing for now is just the levels and the pans. Right? And beginning of next class, I'll start showing you how to add effects to the cue mix so you can get reverb and stuff going as well. We're going to run out of time to try to do that tonight. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and build one up real quick for you, and then I'll zero it out and let you guys take over, right? Okay, so I'm monitoring the cue mix. I can start easing up some kick drum in here. I'm going to turn off channel into meters so I can see my multi-track returns. One other thing is there's a disparity between the level of the cue mix and the control room mix. So what I usually do is I'll pull the mix bus back about 10 dB so I don't hear a big volume change when I go back and forth between control room and cue mix. Make sure that your volume control is up all the way on your headphones right now. Was it already? Okay.
It's a little loud if you could turn me down a bit.
The kick or your voice?
My voice.
Okay. I suspected that. Okay. We got kick drum, and it's pre-fader. So, if I pull this fader out, I should still hear the kick drum in the headphones. Okay? Very important that those Q sends are pre-fader. Because if they're post-fader, and I pull this big fader down, since the signal's derived after the fader, it's going to pull the kick drum out of the headphone mix. Then I give them a little snare top. A little snare bottom. Rack toms, you can pan them. External monitors plus Q stereo. Here's the ride. I don't know what to do with the levels on the toms yet, right? He doesn't hit them very much, so I wouldn't get too hung up on that. Overheads, I'm going to go ahead and pan those in stereo. Turn them on, ease them up. And I'm being real conservative here with my levels, right? It's better to turn it up a couple times than have to turn it down once, right? So hi-hat. And we're monitoring the headphone mix. Very important that we're listening to the mix that we are changing. Stereo keys, so we're going to pan them stereo on the phones. And that's not the keys he's playing at the moment. Let's jump over here to these. And we'll jump over to guitar. And just in time for the vocal, I think. How's that sound to you?
That sounds good. Can I get the keys farther to the outside?
I've got them hard panned as wide as they'll go. But if you like the vocal in your left ear, I can do that. Just kidding with you.
What?
We have good technology.
We can't.
Is that vocal in your left ear right now?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now it should be back to center. What I'm ensuring there is that the imaging is correct on that headphone mixer, or the headphone amp. And sometimes those cables will get reversed. Okay? Okay, that's how to set up Q mixing, guys. So basically,
Drop the vocals back in the mix a little bit.
so a little bit would be minus 3 dB. That means I'm going to turn it to the left 1 dot. How's that? And of course now he's done singing. Okay, so let's take it back. I think you could probably just keep starting at the same point here, where the drums and bass come in. Or else you have to wait 5 minutes for them to come in. That could add up pretty quick. Okay, so I'm going to turn off. Jeremy, you can come on back now if you want. Turning off all of the Q sends. Don't change the SM58. Leave this channel alone.
Just channel 19.
Yeah, it's channel 19. We got a level to the multi-track, coming back from the multi-track and in the headphones. You're going to need this to talk to each other anyway. So I would just say don't zero out this channel 19. Leave that one alone. Okay? Now I'm also going to take the pan pots and set them all back to center. Because you guys are going to do this. I'm going to turn all the Q sends back down. I'll leave the pre-fader switches on, but just don't forget, anytime in the future you're mixing phones, you want to make sure that The signal is derived pre-faded.
I have an unrelated question.
Then I might have to cut you off.
Can I just ask it?
You can try.
Alright, cool. So here goes. It's a two-part question.
Can I write this down first?
Yeah, totally.